Trayvon Bryant.
Jeffrey Perry.
Rosie Perry.
I would like you guys to close your eyes and imagine you're at home. But your home is empty. There's no loved ones, no friends, no family. Your new home is a 6x8 cell in a prison where you'll be spending the rest of your life. You see, before this, you had a very normal life. You had a good job, you were surrounded by family and friends all the time. But all of this got taken away. You were convicted of a heinous crime despite proclaiming your innocence all along. Now, all you can do is sit and hope that someone might see that you're innocent and fight for your case. Today, I'm going to speak to you about the Innocence Project. I'm going to speak to you about what the Innocence Project does and how we can help. The Innocence Project is an organization dedicated to exonerating the wrongfully convicted as well as reforming the criminal justice system. The Innocence Project represents clients seeking post-DNA testing to prove their innocence. In a recent wave of exonerations, it has sent us a message that our system is really broken, hence the Innocence Project wanting to reform the system. The Innocence Project's litigation department works with the courts to address cases of the wrongfully convicted, hoping to shed light on them and get them exonerated as well. The policy department works with Congress to pass laws that may prevent these wrongful convictions before they happen. There are two main ways that the Innocence Project works to exonerate the wrongfully convicted, and that is through DNA testing and criminal justice reform. The first way they do this is through DNA testing. Experts Scheck and Newfield had an idea that if DNA can prove people to be guilty, then why couldn't it be used to prove the innocent people as innocent? DNA testing was first used to reverse Marion Coakley's court case. Unfortunately, the DNA was found to be inconclusive, but luckily they were able to prove that he was innocent by other means. This case made people realize the potential of DNA testing and the effects it can have on reversing wrongful convictions. In 1988, DNA testing was first allowed in courts, and since then, new methods have been proven reliable. In 1994, New York became the first state to pass post-conviction DNA testing. Today, every state has now enacted post-conviction DNA testing because the traditional process of not allowing the wrongfully convicted access to DNA evidence was proven insufficient. A good example of this is that suspect DNA can be compared to DNA in databases, or if there is no suspect, then DNA found in crime scenes can also be used to find the guilty people. The second way the Innocent Project works to reform the justice system is by criminal justice system reform. In improving the criminal justice system, it benefits everyone. Innocent people would avoid being wrongfully convicted. Police would have better policies to follow and rules to get the guilty person. And victims would get justice. And the public would have the ability to have a greater confidence in the criminal justice system. The Innocence Project's policy department works with Congress, state, both legislative and local leaders to pass laws and policies that prevent wrongful convictions, but it also makes it easier for the innocent to receive their justice as well. Their policy work addresses different contributors to wrongful convictions such as eyewitness misidentifications, false confessions, as well as jailhouse informants that benefit from telling on people, but they might say the wrong person just to help themselves out rather than actually find the truly guilty person. The Innocence Project also advocates for compensation for the wrongfully convicted. In Texas, wrongfully convicted people are actually given $80,000 per year that they are detained for their wrongful conviction, and they also receive an annuity for the same amount. A good example of this might be the Central Park Five, which they were all bullied into false confessions. They received $40-something million from the state because they sued for discrimination. I'd like you guys to go back to the introduction and close your eyes and just imagine yourself at home. You've lost everything that you know. We know now that the Innocence Project is a great organization to help with this. So how can we help the Innocence Project out? I would encourage you guys to visit the innocenceproject.org and contribute to their foundation. You can contribute by money, or you can sign up for newsletters that can keep you informed on how to help things pass legislatively for criminal justice reform. Thank you.